this is going to be ours. Our guests are Gene Simmons, Pamela Des Barres, rock historian Joe Smith, and these are the Smithereens.
There's a time I remember when I caught you by memories of your kisses, much sweeter than wine. Maybe I won't be afraid to love somebody new. Maybe I can open up my heart, then I won't drown in my own tears. Drown in my own tears. Where we used to meet every day, and the time when we used to love every way. All that's left is the pieces of a broken heart and a house full of emptiness since we're apart. Maybe I won't be afraid to love somebody new. Maybe I can open up my heart and I won't drown in my own tears. Drown in my own tears. Take it, Ted!
Gene Simmons, groupie legend Pamela Des Barres, rock historian Joe Smith, and maybe you if you call 1-800-2727-MTV. We're live. Good job, guys.
Dance call. Dance call. Club MTV and Dial MTV are moving. Dance your brains out with Club MTV Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. Then dial your fingers to the bone with Dial MTV at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 Pacific. Only on MTV.
man is about to get on a plane. Suddenly, he changes his mind. An hour later, the plane crashes. It's dismissed as chance. Northern Texas. A UFO is reported by a dozen people. Although there were no storms, it's dismissed as lightning. Time Life Books announces Mysteries of the Unknown, an important news series that goes deeper into the world of mysterious and unexplained phenomena than ever before. It uncovers the secrets and tells you everything that can be known. Stonehenge. A visitor shapes a wire antenna in an ancient symbol and points it at the stones. A surge of power knocks him unconscious. Was it all in his mind, or much more than that? Experience Mysteries of the Unknown for 10 days free. Then decide if you want to dismiss it.
Call 1-800-255-2800 to examine mystic places for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $12.99 plus $2.98 shipping and handling. Other books will follow, one about every other month. Cancel anytime. Call 1-800-255-2800.
I'm Steve Scrovan. This is Mouth to Mouth, MTV's live call-in talk show. The phone number is 1-800-2727-MTV. That's 1-800-2727-MTV. So call us, won't you? So if you're with us for our first show last night, you met Hani over here. Can we get a shot of Hani, Scott? Hani, everybody say hi, Hani. We just want to check in with the progress on the chalk mural there. Looking good, Hani. You're welcome. And you know, Hani, there's some guy in Italy ripping off your work. I don't know if you know that. I just wanted you to know that. Well, if some of you might have heard about 3 weeks ago, we had a fire at the MTV offices, and about 3 weeks ago, and burned out about half the offices. And we have some tape of that because it was so exciting. Scott, can we run that tape? Oh yeah, there it is. That's actually an aerobics class right above them. Breathing in. That's my career right there. And yeah, there's my office and my producer's office. These are some of the brave firemen who risked their lives helping us out there. So now I'd like to introduce you to my sidekick, Coulter Rule, who does have some special guests with us tonight. Coulter.
Yeah. Steve, I sure have some special guests. I've got the firemen who put that fire out, and it was quite an amazing fire. These guys are from, what companies are you from?
We're from Ladder Company 4, Engine Company 54.
And what other companies were involved in that?
We had 35 engine, 23 engine, 65 engine, 35 truck, 40 engine.
How many firemen were involved in that fire?
Initially, you had about 25 firefighters. It ended up about 175 firefighters.
Was anybody hurt?
I believe that 13 firefighters injured.
Is everybody okay now, or?
I believe so.
Well, we all want to thank you for doing that for us.
And Coulter, you have another special guest with us tonight, right?
Yeah, I've got...
Tell us who that is.
I've got a fire expert. Your name is?
Dennis Gordon.
And you're a fire expert. Are you? What
He's going to give us some
from?
tips.
Yeah, you're going to give us some fire prevention tips, I think. Isn't that correct?
Yes, I'd like to.
Well, we thank you for being here.
And I love a man in uniform, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis. Okay. Look at my phone board here is all lit up, and I'm going to take some calls. We have a question of the day sort of related to this theme, and our question of the day is, we'd like to talk to you about is, what do you think Bruce Springsteen meant when he said, ooh, 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 I'm on fire? Okay. Hi, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Where are you calling from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hi, Milwaukee. And what do you think Bruce Springsteen meant when he said, ooh, ooh, I'm on fire? You have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, probably got a little too much Tabasco in his Bloody Mary.
And that causes a bloody stool, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, it's cable. We can handle that. All right. Hi, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, where are you calling from?
Tacoma, Washington.
From Tacoma, Washington?
Tacoma, Washington.
Very nice. We actually have a satellite dish that can get us that far, huh? I thought we were bouncing these waves off like an old Buick or something.
No,
Hi, what?
It actually reaches.
I'm sorry?
I said it actually reaches there.
It actually reaches there. Well, I guess that goes without saying. Now, there's a lot of rain in Tacoma, right?
No,
You have a lot of
no.
fires
Heck,
out?
we're in drought right now. In fact, it's only been raining for the last day or two within the last 2 months or more. And in fact, the little lake down the road is almost all dried up.
Okay. Well, thank you for that information. We're going to go to Culture with Sports after this. Thank you very much. We're going to be back live with Gene Simmons, so grab your phone, talk to us.
Randy of the Redwoods with a message to the voters of America.
Today we stand at the crossroads of America's future. Down one road, despair and confusion. Down another road...
Bargains, bargains, bargains! Slippers, bulk elastic, all price to move!
To me, the decision is simple.
Shop early and take advantage of these store-wide savings! Fabulous! Red tab!
Sorry, my mouth is having a sale.
Everything must go!
Paid for by the Randy for President Committee.
Do you have what it takes to rip a raging Malibu tube? How about catching a little air? And when was the last time you got totally rad on a sailboard? Think you can handle it? Welcome to VCR California Games. It's an insane road race along the coast, a competition circuit with over 200 bonsai beach events. Land on a contest square, use an action card, or turn on the VCR. Will it be big cash or a big crash? It's all up to you. VCR California Games.
Tired of people trying to sell you something you don't need?
At the Car Stereo Shop, we match you up with the car stereo that suits your individual needs and take time to explain the features and benefits of each and every product.
Tired of unqualified installers claiming to be experts?
At the Car Stereo Shop, we offer lifetime warranty on all installations and 1-year exchange warranty on most units. Tired of paying too much? Come visit the Car Stereo Shop for sales, selection, and installation.
The Car Stereo Shop, Highway 60 next to Specs Records and Tapes.
What happened the last time you had your carpet cleaned?
We called a discount outfit, and the crew they sent out wasn't quite what we expected.
Ours dried okay.
But then it shrank.
We had them steam cleaned.
And they took a while to dry.
Next time, call ChemDry. Our patented carbonated method gets carpets cleaner, and they dry faster too, without shrinkage. Call us. Your carpet will love you for it.
Come on, people now.
Man, you should get Freedom Rock too. 4 records or 3 cassettes are only $19.95. 2 CDs, only $24.95. Here's how to order.
Call toll-free 1-800-445-8500 or save COD fees by sending $19.95 for records or cassettes or $24.95 for compact discs, plus $3 shipping and handling to Freedom Rock, P.O. Box 3000-R, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
White is nearsighted, but his glasses take care of that.
Here's the co-founder of KISS, Gene Simmons. Hey, Gene.
Nice to see you. How are you?
See you.
Pleasure.
For being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gene. We had Cher on last night, and I think you have the same hair.
Yes, we
basically.
do. I bought mine the same place she did, so...
Now, she said, we talked to her last night, but in her Playboy interview, she talked about you. Did you read that? She said you were...
Boy, I knew this was going to be this kind of
She said you were square and you were very Jewish, which doesn't seem to jive with your stage persona. Can you shed any light on that?
Yes, I'm a very, I'm a multifaceted person. I've got...
Jekyll and Hyde, possibly?
Absolutely, Jekyll and Hyde. I think I am square.
Yeah?
Oh, absolutely. What you see is not necessarily what you get. When I get home, I mean, it's really not swinging from one chandelier to another. It's really not 24 hours a day of that. I do like to sit down and eat cookies and milk and a few things like that.
Well, I always like to set aside like two or 3 hours a day for debauchery. That's
debauchery.
For a little debauchery. That's what
I want to ask you what that big word means. That's like gymnasium. That's a big word. I don't know what that means.
It means probably what.
Isn't that what the little ball that the old Italian guys?
Yes, yes, the little debauchery.
Debauchery. You want to play debauchery?
Hey, debauchery would do that. Hey, Leo.
Coulter, was that good?
That was excellent.
All right, thanks.
Really good.
Now you're taking.
I've got a question for you, Gene.
I never touched it.
You put out 23 albums.
Yeah.
Can you name them?
Yeah.
Just for me. Just
Kiss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, put me on the spot. What do I win? You get to do it. Vacation in Bangor, Maine.
You get to go home with Coulter, which is.
All right, ready? Kiss, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Alive 1, Rock and Roll Over, Love Gun, Alive 2,
Love Gun,
Double
I like that.
Platinum, 4 solo records, Dynasty, Unmasked, The Elder, Creatures of the Night, Lick It Up, Animalize, Asylum.
Here we go.
Crazy Nights.
Crazy Nights, all right. Oh. There's no such thing as putting this man on the spot. Now you say you swear, but you've got a book out of the Polaroids that you've taken. You've said you slept with 2,500 women.
Well,
Count them.
it's not, no, it's not true. It's not 2,500.
Not 2,500? 2,350?
2,650.
2,650, marked down from $1.95, probably.
It's really interesting. Only in the last, I don't know, year or so, everybody's all of a sudden jumped on this thing. I mean, I've been, ever since I've gotten up on stage, I say, ladies and gentlemen, do you know that I've slept with 2,000? And nobody's really paid attention. All of a sudden, MTV, yes, MTV, brought this wonderful bit of information to your attention.
Not only that, Gene.
What a public service.
Gene, we actually have got some of those Polaroids. I don't know if you've, you've seen these. What happened here? Can you look at our monitor here? Now, do you remember her? What the setting was for her?
You want to know something?
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. I think women of all sizes, all shapes are wonderful, and I will worship at their feet because because I think all women deserve it.
Okay, we have another one. I think this was the Marvelettes, I believe. Remember this? Remember this group? Do you remember what album or concert this was after?
That was one night in Indianapolis after the show, and they happened to spell my name right, so I figured that was good enough. That was reason enough.
Can we call your attention to this one, too? This one takes a lot of explaining.
Well, she brought her little daughter to the show, and she decided to stay for the encore.
Okay. And, ooh, that was playing with a throw rug, I believe.
No, that was the new corset that's available right now at Sears and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting into worse and worse. You planned this for a long time, didn't you?
No, this was like 5 minutes in the making, believe me.
Didn't take much.
We threw this together this afternoon.
Just like that.
Yes, you can tell.
Doesn't take much to rip you apart, Gene Simmons. Just boom.
We're not trying to rip you apart, Gene. We're trying to plug the book.
I know that. But later on in the year, maybe January, February, I'll sit down and start writing my memoirs, whatever I can remember. Not so much about women I respect, as much as women who are not going to give me a hard time about this.
I see.
The trials and tribulations of being on the road.
Of being on the road.
Sexual itinerary, if you will.
Sexual itinerary, which you can get from AAA, I believe.
You can. Stamps and everything.
Yes, you can. Why did you stop wearing makeup? What decision?
I think it was time to show that all those little girls all across America who shared our beds all these many years weren't lying. We are truly wonderful looking underneath the makeup. And I don't know.
Get a spritz over here?
Yeah, get a little spritzer. No, the truth is that I think once you wind up doing something over a period of time, it's really time to move on. Moving targets are more difficult to hit and so on. And we really did everything there was to do in that forum. Time to move on.
Time to move on?
Yeah.
We're going to take a call. How about that?
I like that.
Okay. Hi, you're on with Gene Simmons.
Yes, hi. First thing, my name is Bink. I'm calling from New York City. I want to congratulate Gene on his new record label, Simmons Records.
Thanks. Yeah, leave it to the fans to bring up Simmons Records. That's right, distributed by BMG. The first group is House of Lords. You'll love it. Yes? Go down and buy your
Freedom
record.
Rock on KTEL.
I was curious as to, I had two questions. First one was, how can I get my own demo tape to you for your record label? And the second question was, I realized that you went out with both Cher and Diana Ross, and I know that they were friends, and I just wanted to know if that was a sticky situation or anything.
I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I won't do the funny line after the sticky situation.
You do that in the commercial break.
Later I'll tell you.
Okay.
We're still friends, and everything's fine, and life's been good to me. Gee, it sounds like a song, right? Life's been good to me.
I think Joe Walsh did that.
I think he did, yes. And in terms of getting your demo to me, it's real easy. Simmons/RCA Records, New York City.
You remember the slash. Okay, well, Gene, we're going to be back. We'll talk a little bit more about Simmons Records after this.
Did you ever sit in the back of a cab and hear a loud siren behind you? Notice how your driver suddenly goes deaf? Tell him to pull over. We might be going to your home. Woo!
Hello, phone sex.
Hi, this is Buck.
Right, Buck. What do you need?
I need stereo.
Who doesn't? It's only natural.
Every day.
Oh, woof, I'm impressed by your manly rate.
I also need a bald midget proctologist with no teeth,
It's a strange world.
There's a cold wind blowing downtown tonight. Though you left me hanging tough, I got to keep my courage up. Nobody gonna see what I'm going through. I'm gonna look good in blue. 501
Redken.
So good for my hair.
Redken Classics, the leading salon products.
Luscious and alive.
Professional styling from only the best stylists.
Soft and silky.
Beauty through science.
Redken treatment shampoos, rinses, and styling products.
For beautiful, healthy hair, ask your stylist for Redken. Available at fine salons.
Super Mario is back. He's blasting through worlds where no one has ever been. He's taking on enemies no one else dares. This time Mario pops up power wherever he goes, so he's bigger and badder than ever before. You've never seen creatures like these. You've never had an adventure like this. It's everything you've dreamed of and worlds more. It's Super Mario 2, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Tomorrow people, where is your best?
Tomorrow People, Tomorrow Music, today on MTV. Ziggy Marley, Guns N' Roses, Tracy Chapman, Midnight Oil, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. New names to some people, not to you. You know where you heard them first. Who's next? Who knows? Watch and see Tomorrow Stars today on MTV.
We're here with Gene Simmons, co-founder of KISS, and now who's getting into the production end of things with Simmons Records.
Yeah, I'm really proud. I like to make jokes and fool around and try to get it with as much murder as possible, but, I'm very fortunate. RCA that's really the cover of the first album.
Cover of the first album? Want to get a shot at it?
For House of Lords, the debut album, which is already, incidentally, the #1 import in England. It has not been released yet in England, but right away, boom. #1 import. It really feels good. I'm very fortunate.
And we've got your corporate logo.
I love
here
America.
somewhere.
Yeah, where's the corporate?
Here it is. Here's coming in. Oh, fair catch.
I like
this
that.
This is the corporate logo.
Yeah. This is my logo. Which camera? That one? This is the logo, folks. That one right over there. There you go. Can you tell what it says?
Money bag.
It's a money bag. You betcha.
Now, is that the most important thing to you, money?
I think you have to have a sense of humor about this stuff, and I think that money can be treated either in good taste or bad taste, but ultimately I think we all have to answer to it. I think everybody is like a sports figure doing the best they can, and somebody's got to hold up a number and go 10, or 9. I think we're all at the mercy of numbers, and I think you may as well have a good sense of humor about it. And that's why this is the logo. If you understand that, I wish you'd explain it to me.
I think I understand it. Now, we have a video clip of your band, the House of Lords.
A little bit of it, because it still has to be re-edited. Some of the scenes are a little bit too hot right now, so we have to make nice. Yeah, we're going to make nice.
This is the nice one.
This is the nicer version. The naughty parts have been cut out. Here it is, House of Lords.
House of Lords? No. Gene, who is that lead singer?
That's James Christian, a new voice. This guy's never been in a band before, but he is going to get more. He's going to get more of God's given fruit. And actually, he's going to get more girlfriends. That's what I'm trying. The guy's. See, we have to watch our language. He's from New Jersey, and he actually came to my attention from one of the guys in the band. The band came to me as a group called Jafria, which has already had 2 albums out on another record company, which shall remain nameless.
Okay.
Which shall remain lameless. Oh, yeah. And I liked the band. I was not crazy about the original guy they had singing lead, who's probably going to become the next Beatles, for all I know. But I asked him to change, or the next?
Pete Best.
Or the next Pete Best. So I asked him to change singers, and they did. Change the name of the band, and lo and behold, House of Lords.
So what do you think is more important, talent or hype?
Honestly, I think you have to have a bit of both, because you can be the most talented person around and never get beyond the street corner. I think some of what it takes to make something work is sugar on top. I think people want it.
We're going to take a call? Yeah. Take a call? Line 3? Okay. Hi, you're on the air with Gene Simmons. Hello, I think you're on the air with Gene Simmons. No, let's, I'll try this one. Hi, you're on the air with Gene Simmons.
Hi, Gene. My name's Tracy Blair, and I'm from Newcastle, Delaware. And I just recently read that you were producing your own movies, and I was wondering if you could possibly talk about that, or let us know, what the names were and when they were coming out, and And I also wanted to say that I think you're very good looking, and
that was my sister Roberta from Brooklyn. No, that's not so. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
The
movie, the acting, is it anything you can tell us about?
Yeah, I've, again, fortunate enough. You know what? I get choked up about this stuff when I'm off the air. I come from Israel, and I came here when I was 9 years of age and kept hearing all my life about how this place, America, really gives you a chance to go as far as you can. See, I'm starting to get choked up now.
Go with it, use it.
And it's really true. Everything I've tried to do, from getting the band together, and gotta say, without Paul Stanley, this wouldn't be where it is. Everything from that to forming the record company to wanting to act in movies, and I've made 4 so far. There's another one starting in January. To almost anything. It's God bless America.
Pledge allegiance to the flag.
So to answer your question about the movies, yeah, that's upcoming. There's a movie that's being produced now for Warner Brothers. I can't say anything more about it, but.
What do you think about other heavy metal artists now, like ripping you off, or do you feel that at all? Or?
I'm proud, whether it's rip-off or whether it's influenced by. Obviously, I'm proud, and the best of all possible worlds is the sweet revenge I get from against that first guy who said, "Nah, these guys won't last a day. They can't play to save their lives." That guy, incidentally, is cleaning my toilet bowls.
As we speak,
I can't blurt it out.
We're live, Gene, so he's doing it as we speak.
Even as we speak, he's cleaning my toilet bowls.
That's great. One final thing before we go, Gene.
I never touched her.
Can we see the tongue? Can we see the tongue?
How much of it?
The whole thing.
Yeah, well, move back.
Okay.
What do you want me to do with it?
Just we're going to measure it.
You want me to?
Can you touch honey?
Touch my nose? How's this? Oh, you mean with don't you have a birthday cake I can scribble something up? No. All right, where's the camera?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead, all right.
Ooh, wow.
I should like to add that this is available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, $3.98 a lick, and...
Well, thank you very much, Gene.
My pleasure.
For being with us.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Thank you. We'll be back after this. Don't go away.
Coca-Cola is pleased to announce that E.T. has come home. Home on video cassette. And Pepsi is offering a special $5 rebate with the purchase of an E.T. video and Pepsi.
Friday, November 4th. U2 Rattle and Hum, rated PG-13. The movie opens Friday, November 4th at theaters everywhere.
Now at Burger King, win $1 million instantly.
It's just like checkers.
Over $140 million in cash and prizes.
It's triple jump. It's 3 jumps. Boom, boom, boom.
Get me $100! Win a Pontiac Grand Prix. A Carnival cruise. Every card can win.
I'm going for the big one.
And there are still a lot of prizes, but you have to play to win. So what are you waiting for? Play triple jump checkers at Burger King now.
I don't believe it.
Play triple jump checkers.
Hey, do you have a fire? Don't dial 911. Call the FD directly. Go over to your local firehouse, get one of these dandy little stickers, go home and put it right on your phone.
All right. Lieutenant Gordon. Well, in a matter of months, they've gone from playing clubs to concerts and sold out theaters. Once again, please welcome the Smithereens. Smithereens.
Sorry about that.
What are you, a tourist? Wait, I feel like Dick Clark all of a sudden. Pat?
Yes?
And?
Dennis.
Dennis.
Jim.
Jim and Mike.
That's Mike?
Yeah.
That is Mike. Have you guys met?
Who is this guy?
This is Mike.
Now, you guys have just come off the road, right? From
Finally.
Finally off the road?
7 months.
7 months. Ah.
2 more months to go, and, you know.
Now, we heard that you, even before you started this tour, you kept your day jobs?
Well, actually, we kept our day jobs up until...
I still have
advised
them.
not to quit our day jobs.
What are some of your day jobs?
What were they?
What were they?
I worked in a record shop.
I worked in a record shop with him.
And you look like the one who should work in the record shop.
No, I used to load trucks.
Oh,
of records, you know.
Of records, on the trucks.
And
you drove the truck.
How do you think I got the records from my store?
I alternated between driving a garbage truck and doing sound and lights at a club in New York called Folk City, which...
I've been to. So what made you give that up and get into rock and roll? That sounds so promising.
What would you rather do?
I've always been into rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. Now, you played a lot of bars in New Jersey, done that, and I understand you had to do a lot of covers of other songs.
Well, we used to when we had to play 4 or 5 sets a night.
You must have. Did you ever have like a worst cover song that you like hated to play every night?
Well, no, we were lucky in that we could play the covers that we wanted to play. I mean, in the early days of the group, we simply didn't have enough original material to cover the sets, and our plan at that time, since we couldn't get a record deal, we were looking for that missing piece to the puzzle, was to play these gigs where you'd have to do a lot of cover material and save all the money to record records and put them out independently. So, I mean, we always preferred to do covers, obscure songs by the Kinks and the Yardbirds and the Who, and a lot of 60s stuff.
So you produced your first album and then signed with the label. Is there any loss of creative control in that transfer?
No, we do everything on our own terms with the producer and the engineer. Yeah.
Okay.
We've been fortunate in that our record label Capitol gives us a tremendous amount of creative freedom, from the design of the record sleeves to what's in the grooves of the vinyl to the videos.
To the videos?
We actually write our own videos.
Great. We have a call? We're going to take a call? Okay, from line 1. Hi, you're on the air with Smithereens.
My name is Greg from Cortland.
How you doing?
And how you doing? Not bad. Guys, I was just curious, how'd you get your name for your the band?
How'd we get the name?
Yeah.
From old cartoons, Yosemite Sam. I'll blow you varmints to smithereens. You ever hear that? And it sounded like it should be a name for a band, so we said, we'll do it. Well, actually, Dennis had a pocket notebook full of about 200 possible names for bands.
What were some of the names you rejected?
What was that one?
Shag Rug and the Lost Contact Lenses.
Shag Rug and the Lost Contact Lenses.
And then, had one name, but Ma. Yeah, and then there was Bud and the Abbots.
Bud and the Abbots? And you being Bud, of course?
No.
And, well, Colter, you have a question?
No, he was the
Yeah,
Abbots.
actually, I do have a question.
Okay.
Did you guys start by selling your records like on your own, under your own label, actually going to record stores and?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, we did.
See, sorry to interrupt, Jim, but we just celebrated Halloween yesterday, and that was the 8th anniversary of our first release, which came out Halloween of 1980.
Our first record was self-financed and self-produced, and it was an EP, a 7-inch EP. We put it out ourselves in 1980. It was called Girls About Town, and we went to around to all the record stores locally and left them on consignment.
We had to give most of them away, actually.
Yeah.
No, but basically it was used as a calling.
Actually, that's a really good thing for any young band to do.
Well, you know, if you're trying to get a gig at a nightclub and you walk in with a cassette tape with your name on it, it's very easy for the tape to not be taken seriously or get taped over. Whereas if you walk in with a piece of vinyl with a picture sleeve, it's a sort of physical representation.
You seem more serious about what you're doing, things like that.
So it's cottage rock and roll, basically.
Cottage rock and cottage cheese, too, is Colter. Well, thanks for being on, guys.
Yeah, really.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Stay put, and we'll be back with Pamela Des Barres. You guys came out great.
Where are you going to find underground legends and rising stars? In a brand new show, Postmodern MTV. 30 minutes of state-of-the-art videos and mind speak from the artists making postmodern music. Postmodern MTV. Weeknights, Monday through Thursday, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. Music with a certain state of mind.
Gentlemen, this is it. There's no room for second best. It's the Top Gun video game by Konami. You can punch Top Gun into your Nintendo Entertainment System and push your F-14 to the edge of the envelope. Line up bogeys, take your best shots, and after each mission, land your bird on the narrow deck of a Navy flat top. Top Gun, the video game. This is your dream shot. You can find Top Gun wherever great video games are sold.
Today, more and more people are drinking light beer. And the light beer they're drinking more of is Coors Light. Why? It's easy drinking. Got just the right balance of smoothness and drinkability. And best of all, the Silver Bullet won't slow you down. Coors Light, the Silver Bullet. For all the right reasons, it's the right beer now.
Wise Guy is a show about an undercover police officer who infiltrates organized crime families. The trap for him is that he also is susceptible to the very same influences that corrupted them. Really interesting thing about this thing for me is that he's always on the verge of committing crimes himself. It's not macho police drama. I mean, this is a guy who can cry.
Are you ready for a new breed of cop? Are you ready for Wise Guy?
With us tonight is Pamela Des Barres, whose memoir called I'm With the Band, Confessions of a Groupie. Now she's here to tell us the good parts. Pamela Des Barres.
Hi.
Hi, Pamela. Thanks for coming. For some reason, I can't help noticing your tattoo right off the bat.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
Huh?
Yes, I have a tattoo also.
Where is it?
Well, it's a Smurf decal. It's really, yeah, it comes off in the shower.
Where is it?
Where is it? It's going right down the drain in my shower. So I couldn't chase it down. So thank you for being here.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Kind of appropriate being with Gene Simmons, like the ultimate.
I've known it. Well, we've known each other for years too.
You have?
Not in the intimate sense, no.
He was one of the.
But we are friends. No, we're friends.
Who was your first group?
I never had a whole group, doll.
I love when you call me doll.
I was always, you know, on a solo thing. Actually, I guess Noel Redding was my very first, like, kind of love in the business, and we are still pen pals today after 20-some years.
20
Can you
years?
imagine? Please.
Imagine. Now let's show the book. Can we
He
show
was
the
the
book?
Jimi Hendrix Experience, in case you don't
He was the
recall
Jimi
this.
Hendrix Experience.
He was the bass player.
This is the book. I'm With the Band, Confessions of a Groupie by Pamela Des Barres. And speaking of Jimmys, there's like Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page. You had a thing for Jimmy's? I liked them on my ice cream.
Jimi Hendrix was just a friend also.
He was just a friend.
You know, I just hung out in the business, you know. I mean, I lived with the Zappas. I took care of the kids.
What was that like? Moon Unit and Dweezil.
Well, they were little kids, little babies then. And now they're big, gorgeous people.
Were you
It's
ever
quite
embarrassed
amazing.
by calling them, you know, Dweezil?
No,
or?
I loved it. Are you kidding? It was the heyday, and I was in the throes of that madness. It was the best.
And you were in a group with the Zappa supporter called the GTOs.
Girls together, outrageously.
What kind of outrageous things did you guys do?
Well, you know, it doesn't sound that outrageous today, but, you know, we went out without many clothes on. You know, we would wear garters and things like this. And Madonna has done since then. But at the time, you know, just dancing on stage with the mothers very freely. With wild
With those
abandon.
mothers. I know what mothers you're talking about.
The mothers of invention.
The mothers of invention, yes. And have there been any people who've objected to being in the book, or any things you've said?
You know, the only angry person's Jimmy Page. You know, and what can I do? I left out the stuff that I thought would tick him off. Believe me. So there's no reason for Jimmy to be. No, I can't go into it. There's no reason for him to be mad at me. So now I'm mad at him. So there.
So there. Okay, we're gonna take a call for Pamela Des Barres. Okay. Hi, you're on the air with Pamela Des Barres.
Hello, Pamela.
Hi.
My name's Kurt. I'm calling from Oklahoma.
Hi, doll.
Hello. I'd like to know, in the picture, or in the book, I'm with the band, there's a picture of you and Alice Cooper.
Right.
And I'd like you to tell me where that was taken and the story of that evening.
That was taken at the best party ever. Alice Cooper threw the best parties in the history of rock and roll. And that just happened to be at one of his bashes where his date was Groucho Marx. Isn't that
Alice
something?
Cooper's date was Groucho, the real Groucho Marx?
Yeah. Yes, they hung out together.
They did.
Unfortunately, Groucho was drooling a little that night, but listen, he went out. He went out and had a lot of fun. He and Alice hung out. Alice was just a friend, by the way, just a friend.
And Groucho? Well, tell us about a party. What kind of things would be outrageous at an Alice Cooper?
Well, okay, Alice Cooper had a coming out party, and a lot of people thought it was a Deb.
He was
a girl coming, you know, her coming out
came
party.
on a dress?
No, it was just called a coming out party. So people like Richard Chamberlain showed up in a tux, and Rod McEwen. In fact, Mercy was...
Showed up on a beach.
One of the GTOs was in a big cake, and she leaped out of the cake and started taking gobs of this icing and hurling it at these dumbstruck people. Rod McEwen was one of them. She got him right on the side of the face. It was so great. And he had a big fat lady, naked, huge, big, called TV Mama, who kind of shimmied to the...
TV Mama?
Yeah.
And where's she now? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea.
You're not pen pals with her, I suppose.
No.
Now, do you still consider yourself a groupie?
Oh, no. Oh, I stopped doing this a long time ago. In fact, I couldn't talk about this stuff. I still have my credibility because all these things happened so long ago, you know, that I got away with talking about it. And I did leave out a lot of stuff that I thought would be, you know, harmful to people.
Well, that's good. We're going to take a call right now. Line 7. Here we are. Hi, you talking to Pamela Des Barres?
Yeah, my name's Rick Tallarico.
Hi, Rick.
I'm from Spokane.
Hi.
And I'd like to ask whatever happened to Captain Beefheart.
Oh, my hero. I met Captain Beefheart when I was in high school. And this changed my life in 1966, let me tell you. 65, I met him, sorry, 65. He's living up in the Redwoods, kind of just with his wife, who I don't know how she deals with it, but he's now painting. I don't think he's making music anymore, unfortunately. He had a rough time in the music industry, you know. He didn't understand why these people were screwing him around. He's a sensitive soul.
Okay, let's take another call here. Hi, you're on the air with Pamela Des Barres. I thought you were on the air with Pamela Des Barres. I guess not. Hi, you're on the air.
Hello? My name is Gina Capalupa.
Hi.
Gina
Hi.
Capalupa?
I really want to know, it's like, I don't attract the guys I should that are in bands, and I was wondering, like, what does it take to be a really good groupie?
And the word is whoopee.
Whoopee.
That's a whole different thing than what you did.
Well,
But a groupie, I think, has something to do with icing.
well, it's different now. You just can't do what I did. You just can't do it. You can't get backstage anymore. Well, it's much more difficult anyway. And also, it's kind of dangerous and scary. So I don't have an answer for that. I'm sorry.
So back in the 60s, you had good diseases.
No, easy ones to get rid of.
Easy ones to get rid of. A little shot.
And they weren't a disease, really. You know what I mean? It was a different time. It was kind of an innocent decadence. It was really great. It's not coming again, you know, unfortunately.
So you were there.
Ah,
Part of it. Now tell
that
us
was great.
about, explain what the plaster casters.
Well,
heard
Cynthia
about that.
Plastercaster.
That was her name?
Cynthia P. Caster. She's still a good friend of mine today. She wanted to get next to these bands in a new and original way, and she wanted to redeem them for posterity, right? So she cast their genitals in plaster and put them on little pedestals. It's fabulous. Is that the greatest thing? I have seen them. I have seen
You've
the
seen
Jimi
them?
Hendrix cast. Okay.
Is that quite?
It's an awesome thing.
An awesome. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot plaster cast. Okay. Thank you, Pamela. We'll be back after this.
How big is MTV's Big Picture? Big, 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 big! Movie stars, movie news, and fish. Plus, this week...
U2 rattles and hums in a new concert movie directed by our special guest, Phil Joannou. Diane Keaton is the good mother.
What are you suggesting, Brian, that he did something wrong with Molly?
He did, Anna. And Dennis Quaid returns to the screen as everybody's All-American.
All that and more.
The Big Picture. Catch it at its new time, Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
New movie show, The Big Picture. New movie show, The Big Picture. New movie show, The Big Picture.
Oh, it's gonna take me all day to clean up. Things got really wild here. Brad found the video camera. Then Moose found the freezer. I can't believe how much they ate. And I can't believe I'm still hungry. Moose.
And what makes you think I was anyway? Have you ever done that? Growing up is embarrassing.
Howdy, I'm Jim Santee, owner, Brandon Tire and Auto Service. We have a huge selection of tires here. We have Michelin, Goodyear, the multi-mile line, and we have over 1,600 good used tires at $6 and up. So why don't you come on down and pick the best tire for you?
For state-of-the-art auto service, come to Brandon Tire and Auto on Brandon Boulevard between Parsons and Lithia Pinecrest Road.
There's a neighborhood pub in Brandon where you can relax, enjoy great food, satellite sports, and fun people. It's called Beef O'Brady's, and owner Jim Melody serves up the best chicken wings south of Buffalo. Bring the family and watch your favorite NFL team on satellite. Enjoy great food like juicy burgers and the best Buffalo-style wings around. So don't forget, come in and watch your favorite NFL teams and college teams, too. Stop in Brandon's favorite neighborhood pub, Beef O'Brady's on Kings Avenue.